Right, let's get the Breakingviews take on these seemingly appalling Eurozone GDP numbers. Robert Cole has been looking into them. What is the Breakingviews take?
Well, they're not a good set of numbers, are they? There's no two ways about that. They're worse than expected. They're in negative territory. These are the two of the biggest economies in Europe, France and Germany.
Yeah, Italy is coming, by the way, at negative 0.9. Eurozone overall negative 0.6, expectation 0.4. I mean, these are... is this the bottom?
These are these are poor numbers. But it may be the bottom, but the really important thing is to recognise that these are backward-looking figures. You know, actually all the really important numbers are the ones that are looking forward, and actually while there's no reason, absolutely no reason for complacency or even, overconfidence, Europe is on the up, the world is on the up. You see that in the way that equity markets, for example.
Are we going to see that in Eurozone first quarter 2013 GDP, that Europe's on the up?
I think absolutely, yes. I think these are probably a single quarter of negativity. None of the people that I've been talking to seem to suggest that this is going to be a technical, let alone an actual recession. But look, don't mistake me. We've got to look forward, and don't mistake me to think that I'm being complacent here. There are some huge problems that the European economy has to tackle, not least its own competitiveness, not least the currencies, which are really working very badly against Europe. And at the same time, I think there is a very strong view within the Breakingviews camp that the governments are being too austere.
Yeah.
They are making these numbers go into negative territory for understandable but misleading, misconceived reasons.
And to be fair, to your point, the PMIs, the surveys are pointing to a pickup in growth, at least the second half of this year. And it seems so far that the market, not the FX markets, euro has hit quite hard this morning, but it seems that the markets are focusing more on that positive than looking back.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a mistake to draw too close conclusions between the performance of GDP numbers and a stock market, because the two, while they're correlated over very, very long periods of time. But at the same time, yes, I think it's undoubtedly the case that equity markets are drawing some confidence from the way that the European economy is strong. Maybe not strengthening, but it is strong.
Breakingviews, all you guys here, your take on the Eurozone economy is a bullish one, is it? It's looking up.
I think you're over-characterising and oversimplifying it.
Europe over US right now for you guys?
Well, it's not a question of one or the other. It's got to be a question of both. But there is very good reasons to have some confidence in the way that the European economy is being managed. There are enormous questions still to be answered, but there are enormous questions still to be answered. In the US, they're of a slightly different nature. There are big questions in Japan as well, and big economic factors sort of playing on those markets. So I think you've got to be careful. It's not a question of black, white, negative, positive. It's a question of playing, if you like, the percentages. And for us, Europe is still a game which is well worth playing.
Okay, Robert, many thanks for that. Eurozone GDP, negative 0.6. Expectation, as I said, was for negative 0.4. So much worse than expected. That, though, was the Breakingviews take on that. That's it from me. I'm Axel Threlfall. This is Reuters.